Hello everyone, I am William and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. This is a game about making rockets to explore the solar system. The only downside is it's being run by someone who knows nothing about astrophysics, i.e. me. Now this is actually the second video I've tried making for this game. Unfortunately I had my OBS set up wrong the first time, so the recording quality was horrid. In that video I tried to get to the moon, and we successfully got there by making this rocket, but we ran out of fuel trying to come back. So Jebediah, Bob, and Bill are stranded in space. So today, I thought we should try to mount a rescue mission to try to get them back home. And to do that, I thought it'd be fun to use a space plane. So my basic idea is to use this Mk3 building style and use this closey door cargo bay thing to catch the capsule. And to avoid any additional unnecessary casualties, let's just plonk one of these remote guidance units in there. First things first, does it lie level on the ground? No, it falls back immediately. That's a problem. So I think the problem there is the center of mass is way back here, but the wheels are out in front of it, and I think we can fix that by just plonking down some more fuel tanks. That has not helped. Let me try to remount these wheels behind the center of mass. That is looking much more promising. I did leave that open, but that's a problem we can work with. Now that we have the frame of a plane, let's add some engines to this thing. And go! Off to a slow start, but it's a steady one. I do seem to have run into a small problem of I don't have any flaps to lift off. Oh, goodness. Everything is fine. Everything is less fine. Right, let's give ourselves some control surfaces so that we can actually pilot this thing. It should be noted that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'm just making my best guess and hoping for the best. That is the correct orientation for a plane. Let's go. Let's try to make something to stabilize the plane because it seems to spawn in slightly merged into the pavement. Ah, there we go. That's more like it. Oh, the nose is coming up on its own. I'm getting a lot of tail strike. I think that the engines being mounted under the wing are forcing the nose up. So I think to solve that, what I'll want to do is to raise the wings up a little. The wings have fallen off. No, we're still running into the same problem. I think what we'll want to do is we'll want to mount the wings and wheels a little further forward. Will it fly? It sort of. That's not what we want. It occurs to me that I've done this the wrong way round. In order to counterbalance the engine pushing the nose up, I needed to put the center of lift behind the center of mass. I think we have made a plane successfulally. Let's go. Anyway, let's try to steer this thing and have a successful emergency landing. But yeah, the nice thing about these turbojet engines is that they are pretty dang fuel efficient. Oh, the wing's fallen off. No! No! I think I steered it too hard. I think I put the wings a bit too far back. But aside from that, I'd say that was pretty dang successful. I seem to have a bit of trouble doing the takeoff part of this takeoff. I need to run off the edge of the runway. Away! I put the wings too far back again. I think what's happening is these winglets are so close to the center of lift that they're not having much effect unless I'm already in the air. So in order to help with rotation, I think I'll need to add a small wing to the back. Something along the lines of this. Time to try to take off. Oh, that's given us a much better... Oh, look at that. Yeah, the downside about using a space plane is since you're taking off horizontally, you don't really have a whole lot of vertical oomph. Oh, wait, why am I spinning? Why am I suddenly spinning? I'm like full pitch down. What the heck? Why am I just spiraling into the abyss? What's going on? Oh, I think I've stalled. Remember me! Sploosh. We died there because we stalled. And what that tells me is we need some more oomph and we need some safeguards. 4 engines away! 4 engines have definitely given us a lot more oomph. Whee! Yeah, these things are losing thrust fast. So maybe these aren't the best for bringing us to the edge of space. Just gonna try to steer myself back to the airport. Oh, bother. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I saved it. You can see why autopilot's so helpful. Then again, I think most modern aircraft were not designed by an idiot. Oh, I've stalled. Oh, it's not gone well. Deploying emergency chutes. There we go. Way! Oh, the wings have fallen off. But we are safe. So this one engine back here should have about as much thrust as those 4 engines combined. But it also won't lose thrust as we get to higher elevations since it won't require air intake. So let's see how this goes. I've launched the parachutes by accident. Hang on. Power! Yep, that's got some oomph to it, all right. And just as I suspected, we do not seem to be slowing down as we get into higher altitudes. The downside, of course, is this uses significantly more fuel, but the upside is it should work in space. It's also much lighter. Oh, what's happened? Oh, we ran out of oxidizer. Yeah, that's another thing to worry about, isn't it? Oh, that has oxidizer. I seem to have come across a small problem, which is that the rocket isn't centered, so it keeps pushing us down. And for some reason, SAS doesn't seem to be accounting for that. But we have made it to the edge of space. Still apparently in atmosphere. That's not good. Away! Oh, I've run out of oxidizer. Now we do have another question that we need to answer. Can this thing survive re-entry? Things are definitely getting a bit hot, but it seems to be taking it well. Oh, nope, there are some issues. The wings have exploded. Oh no. Oh no. Brace yourselves! Luckily that was unmanned. I have added more fuel and more rockets. This can only end well. And we take off that easily. We are running out of fuel extremely quickly though. So maybe more rockets wasn't the best move. Wait, Valentia, what are you doing here? I thought this was an autonomous mission. Well, we're out of fuel. Guess it's time to really put that heat shielding to the test, eh, Valentia? Turn on the brakes. That has not helped. Activate the heat shield. Things are exploding. It's not going well. I think the issue here is the heat shield's on the front, but I'm facing backwards. But it is acting as a big air brake though, so that's helpful. I will call that a successful landing. Valentia has survived. I think we should try using some solid fuel boosters just to get us into orbit. I'm sure that's fine because it should be balanced when I jettison the boosters. Here we go. I've come across a small flaw. Can we put it just at the end of the wing? Come on, lift off. Lift off faster. All right, definitely getting some drag here. Oh, the wing's fallen off. I've encountered a small flaw in my plan. All right, I don't think this whole space plane idea is working for me, so let's just go and make a straight up rocket. Away! I forgot to stabilize those. Away for real! And just like that, we have reached space. That was much easier than trying to make a plane. Solid fuel is expended. Away the normal fuel! And this should hopefully be enough to get us into some sort of orbit. That is draining quite quickly. Maybe I should have more than one big fuel tank for this gigantic engine. No, that should be enough. Because we are just trying to get to orbit. We're not trying to get all the way to the moon. But we do need to be going fast enough so that we reach these guys at about the same velocity that they're going. Let's just test out re-entry. Slow and right the way down. And let's deploy the air brakes. Oh wait, I forgot to put on air brakes. Never mind. Oh no. Well, the heat shield should act as an air brake then. I don't think that was the right way to use it, but it seems to have worked. Deploying chutes. Right, so I would call that more or less successful. The big thing is I'd like some more fuel, and I'd like to have some of these like little RCS thrusters. Fire in the hole! That's doing good things. Like catching on fire. Solid fuel is done. Let's continue forward. And just like that, we have achieved an orbit around Kerbin. Let's go warp and begin re-entry. Oh, bother. I keep forgetting this is remote controlled, so I cannot control it after a while. Time to begin this rescue mission for real. Are you ready, Valentina? I think she's ready. Away we go! Burning up a little bit, but that's to be expected. How does it look from inside? Fire. We've reached orbit. Solid fuel boosters are about done. There they go. Launch liquid booster just to get away from them. And let's try to make a better orbit, I think. 3, 2, 1, burn! That was about a third of our fuel, a little bit more than that. But we are now in orbit, and just kind of gotta wait until these guys come back around. Yeah, the rescue craft is going in circles around Kerbin for a while. 3, 2, 1, maneuver! We should be coming up alongside it. I don't see it, though. 3, 2, 1, burn! May have overshot my mark a little bit on the old burn, but I think that looks pretty good. I can see it! I can see our target right there. I seem to have forgotten to pack enough electricity to power the thing to stabilize myself, and I've forgotten to pack enough monopropellant to power the thrusters for longer than a couple minutes. Those two things are related. Yeah, and that's getting significantly further ahead of me now. Final attempt. I do have some fuel left. Let's just activate the engines a little bit and fire directly toward the target. I believe! I'm about to run out of fuel. Oops. Now we're both stuck in space forever. My bad. Maybe I'm not cut out for this NASA business. I believe that's about as close as we're gonna get to them. Passing about 10 kilometers away. Today we started with 3 Kerbals in orbit, and after a valiant attempt at rescuing them, I now have 4 Kerbals stuck in orbit. And if that's not the certified Kerbal Space Program experience, I don't know what is. Until next time, this has been Kerbal Space Program. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again real soon.